Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energy frequency to you, beautiful viewer. This is a timeless reading. We are asking spirit for guidance, and actually spirit came in wanting to offer guidance. So this reading is something that spirit is wanting to deliver today. If you came across this video, chances are there is a message here for you. Use your intuition to draw you into whichever pile or option you are wanting to hear today. Please come up with something you will see or hear, or you can confirm with your intuition that indeed the message was meant to find you in order to develop your intuition and, of course, make sure that you're getting the right message here. So we have 3 options to choose from. These options will be in the timestamp description box and in the pinned comment below. Option number 1 is the White Sage bundle. Option number 2, the cinnamon sticks. And option number 3 is this scrolled bottle. All right, so feel free to pause the video. I'll let it run for a little bit. There is no wrong pile here. Just if it's not resonating with you, then go check out another pile. And yeah, that's what we will do. So I will see you at your pick. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. You picked the White Sage bundle. Absolutely beautiful. Let's get into your reading and see what exactly was Spirit wanting you to know. So there's guidance here that Spirit wanted to communicate in this reading today, and I couldn't help but post this message for you as per Spirit's guidance. So you might be in a situation here in which you're needing guidance, or you're trying to figure out what to do, or this might just be a message to push you through or pull you through whatever situation you have going on. All right, so if you skip the beginning, come up with something you're going to see or hear that can resonate with your intuition, so that indeed you know this message was meant to find you. All right, so you can skip ahead here. I will put the timestamp to get into your reading. Although I have not looked at these oracle cards, we will flip them together and take a look at what we see. So we have Hunter of Mysteries. We have the Sacred Flow of Yes, and it looks like a koi fish there. Number 30, beautiful orange color here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be prominent as confirmation. We have External Validation, number 50, and it looks like we have headphones. So music might be significant. Something about hearing something, listening might be important here. I'm also hearing self-love and rose quartz coming through. We have the Law of Power, number 44, disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect from the Laws of Power. We have a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase, Sun in Scorpio, number 8, with passion. Interesting, mysterious and mysteries. That is quite interesting. Pile number 1. We have this oracle card here, watercolor, abstract. Looks like a grouping of people and then one person kind of off to the distance. Let's see what this is all about. I'm feeling it like this. Ooh, we have the rainbow and the bridge. And the river, winding river. And we have this abstract shadow self. Okay. We have number 26 with Awakening, and it says Uttara Buddhi Mudra. So, focus, divine knowledge and inspiration awaken my highest truth. Assists in mental clarity, inspiration, and awakening the truth. Awakening. Okay. We have unity, Archangel Sandalphon. It says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organization. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. All right, so this is the Hierophant. Unity. Okay. We have lighten up. Feel free to pause the video once all the cards are laid out so that you can tap into the energies and see if you can confirm anything here that you're seeing that might resonate. This message is yours. Every breath can be a new beginning. And we have upskill, work, career, and crossroads. And we have waning moon, introspection and self-inventory. We have food, nourishment, relationships, and health. And we have the new moon in Cancer with relax. All right. Pile number 1. Okay. It's kind of interesting here because I'm getting that there may be a lot of energies around you. Okay, there might be a lot of energies around you, but I feel like you're quite removed. Or at least the advice is to remove yourself, but not physically. So that's an interesting message coming in. It's almost like allow yourself to be present physically, but the message is here to keep to self while you're engaging here. This could be any sort of environment, either through schooling or work, or maybe you're in relating with people day in, day out. Spirit is not wanting you to output energy, but more intake energy here. And I'm hearing, as in Rome, do as the Romans. So something here about not outputting energy, but taking in energy from the people around you, the situation, the circumstance. There is something to be observed and something to take in that's going to help you to see something differently. Even if you don't understand it, it's almost like disarming yourself and not allowing yourself to participate or invest or contribute. You're more just taking observation here. And I feel like the reason being is that there's something here that's going to come to you in the silence that is going to allow you to see something differently. So if this is a situation that has been stuck, a situation that's been challenging, or just a situation that you're wanting to absorb the maximum amount of what you need in this current period of time, the guidance here from Spirit is to not allow your energy to want to come out or give or outpour from yourself, but more take in. Take in what these people, this teaching, this circumstance is showing you or telling you. There is a shift to happen here, and it's starting with the mindset that I think you'll start to develop here, and you'll know because a decision will come up here that I don't think you're seeing yet because of where your mind is at. And sometimes when we're in the weeds and busy getting involved, we don't see all of our options or choices, and we might pigeonhole ourselves to a certain corner of a situation in which we are limited with how we can act or where we can move or what we can do. So I feel like this is allowing the situation to breathe and also allowing you as an observer to intake this information so that you're able to see something different, and then you're able to rejuvenate whatever this is, because I do feel like this is something that is needing kind of maybe even a facelift here, or just a new turn in a new direction. So there doesn't have to be a whole bunch of weight put on what people are saying or doing, so much as just be present, take in, like don't space out, but be present, take in. If you're asked to contribute, kind of keep it to a minimum, or whatever it is that you're feeling you got from the situation. So for example, if you're feeling like a situation here is not completely understood by you or felt by you or deeply resolved, then only contribute in the equal amount of energy that you're experiencing through words, through actions, and through output of energy. Isn't that interesting? There's something here to be ignited in a different way. And I feel like this might be something that hasn't been going all that great, or maybe it's been stagnant, or something that is needing kind of a revamp here. It's like an alternate option that I don't think you've seen or have been able to see, because I do feel like you've been lost in the weeds, or at least very involved here energetically. So yeah, you're really being asked to take your foot off the pedal, and with this disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect, there's a loud message that even if the people around you may appear like they don't fully understand what's going on, and some might get a little frustrated, because especially if you are one that contributes, or your energy has shifted here quite dramatically, allow that to happen. Allow it to happen here. I feel like what Spirit is also saying is that you will organically know naturally here at the point where the rebirth, I'm hearing here, because with awakening, it's like the situation is going to be shifting in a way here that will allow things to change for the better of everyone, the betterment of everyone. Although maybe energies around you might not understand or take your lack of investment here as it not getting better, but indeed it is going to get better. I think there is a need to get buy-in here from the energies you're working with, or at least a calibration here to match that energy, if indeed there is something that is supposed to be birthed here. I feel you want some sort of shake up, wake up, or change in direction here. So this is why. Kind of match the energy around you, but still be very alert. And like I said, this could very well be around your work people. It could very well be something you're involved in here, maybe that you're not even thinking about, that you contribute or invest or give, or day in, day out kind of just get involved here in an outpour of energy that maybe you're not necessarily recognizing that you're able to take your foot off the gas here. But for most of you, I feel like it's a situation that you already are fully aware of here, that is needing something here in order for things to change in energy. I feel like this is going to bring abundance forward, and it's going to bring you to a point here that I think you have been striving for, but it might have been challenging because there's been resistance here in this energy. I feel like you'll get cooperation and a shift here for the better. So let's pull some tarot and see, because this is an interesting message. I mean, we do see mysterious and mystery, so I don't know how much we're going to get, but we're going to ask Spirit as for this guidance that Spirit is giving to you. Can we get some more for beautiful pile number 1 right here, right now? What is this message about? Can we get a sneaky peek here as to what is this about? Anything further that pile number 1 could know about what this could be, why this is being the guidance? Anything further? Thank you so much, Spirit, for this message. I am so, so grateful, so blessed, and thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. All right, we have Death, Spirit saying to turn them upright. Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Swords, Temperance, the Tower, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Spirit saying to read them upright and just read the energy as it comes through. Okay. We'll put these on top of your cards here. Beautiful pile number 1. So we have Scorpio, Sagittarius energy coming through. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, for those of you guys looking for confirmation. So yes, indeed, something is stagnant. And it's something that could be quite remarkable here, bring in abundance for all involved is what I'm hearing. But there might be resistance, and there might be other energies here that are making it challenging, that are slowing progress here. So in order for there to be a change and transformation and get everyone kind of on the same page here, there's a need to kind of play dirty, okay? Now, obviously, whatever energy you put out comes back to you, so within reason. The play dirty here is you being of an energy here that, although maybe you could provide more energetically here in a situation, there's a need to really temper yourself and reflect back to this situation the same type of energy that is coming out to you, that you're experiencing here. So I do feel like for the bulk of you guys, it is a minimal, slow type energy here. And I feel like you guys might be on a different pace, a different frequency. So it might be challenging. And this might have been the challenge in the past, was allowing situations and people to kind of balance out here. And I think what this is doing is allowing there to be, well, with awakening, and we have the Tower here, and then the 5 of Cups, is really about, what I'm getting is other people or the situation involved needs a period of almost like a judgment. The realization here of what was going wrong or what wasn't working, or how things might have been going in a direction or not going, or whatever was stuck or low vibe, is going to be reflected here and coming to the surface based on your energy reflection as a mirror here. allowing things to shift. Okay, so sometimes shifts aren't very pleasant. I mean, the Tower is, you know, things kind of really shifting and changing, sometimes very dramatically and drastically, but I do feel like the shift here isn't something that is going to result in sadness or be like an energy here that's going to bring something negative. I feel what this energy is going to do here is going to reflect that there has been sadness, or that there has been a low vibing energy all along in this situation, circumstance, workplace, whatever this is about for you guys. There is a need to shift in vibration here with this energy that might have been stagnant, like I said. So there's a need to change it up. And I do feel like this will get things turning in a very good direction. And I feel like the result here is everybody kind of winning, but I feel like your energy here coming through as this Mother of Pentacles is really doing the best in the situation for everyone involved here. And the best outcome, the best result here is supposed to be birthed here. This is protecting it and also allowing it to come into manifestation here for you. And for a lot of you guys, it might feel like you're going against rather than allowing it to push or help, but you're really not. I think if you feel like you're putting your brakes on or slowing down or being contained, you might want to go watch pile 3, because I just saw the pile 3 option with the bottle. Only if you were drawn to that, but I feel like something about containing the energy here, which may feel not natural or like you're doing something here which might seem counterproductive to the situation, is actually not, because there is a need to let the Tower kind of fall here with energies, realization, situations here, to take notice of where it's been sitting energetically. There's definitely a shift here in realization in order for there to be action taken, for things to turn, for there to be better balance here. So there's a need to temper, okay? And it could be that the situation, like I said, has been quite challenging, or has been where people are kind of all on different pages, or just not moving forward. It's more conflict than it is positive energy here. So there's a need to pull back. There's also a need to kind of keep more to yourself. Still be aware and take in. There's an emphasis here on taking in the energy, not like shutting it out, but and like just distracting yourself or doing something else, but take it fully in, but keep it there. There's no need to react or take that energy and transmute it into something else. So you're almost asked to keep that energy for yourself. Of course, if you're asked to, like I said, provide insight or something here, temper yourself and limit yourself with how much information or energy is outputting here in a balanced way that reflects what's going on in your situation or your environment here. So no over giving of energies, feedback, or whatever it is here that you're asked to contribute. All right, so that message is quite clear with the tarot. Let's just take a look at final words here and guidance from Spirit, so that you know indeed what this is all about here. Spirit, thank you so much for that message. For pile number 1, can we get final clarification, final words, guidance, anything further that's going to help pile number 1 that I may have missed, that they need to hear in regards to this situation, so that indeed they know whether this is about them, their situation, confirmation. Thank you so much, spirits. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Hermit, the Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Strength, and the World. Okay, we're going to turn them. The Spirit wanted them all up right here. Okay. So, I think you were building definitely to something here, and it's been stuck. And maybe you've been going back and forth and contemplating how to get there, how to be victorious, how to move forward, what you could do, what you could offer, how you can step forward here. And the guidance is very clear, inwards for there to be kind of a pulling in of energy. I almost feel like by you bringing your energy in, you're kind of bringing life to a situation here that maybe externally you were more going back and forth and it wasn't resulting in progress here. So pulling the energy in, I also feel like there's an energy of whatever the situation is. I do feel like there's other people kind of involved here, okay? Work, friend group, whatever situation you're in with other people. I feel like there is, by shifting this energy, there is a change here, but you're still being asked to be on a frequency here of, like with this King of Swords, it's like, logically kind of acting out of logic or thoughts, not so much out of a first instinct of celebration or emotion here. Okay, so it has to be a balanced energy, but different. So this is interesting coming out. I think Spirit wants you to not be so removed that it causes the opposite effect here, but remove your energy in a way that, let's say, there is a certain level of celebration or people coming together or a certain level being shared here with you of emotion or joy. There has to be an equal amount of thought put behind it on your end here to balance things out, because if you're completely shut out or removed, that isn't the message. So I think what Spirit's wanting to say here is to bring balance here to a situation, to get things moving here, and to have a back on track, back on path, that building something here. There needs to be recognition when the time is for you to go back, kick it back to how you are energetically. So you might be asked to kind of step outside of your regular energy here, and you might think, well, why do I gotta not be myself here in this energy? I feel like this is Spirit saying this is temporarily suggested here in order for there to be a reflection here, by the situation and even with yourself here, because I do feel like something's going to come to you in this process of doing this. And not only that, but I feel like this will successfully conclude something here that will allow you to move to the next cycle within this thing, birth whatever else is supposed to be happening. The world is a successful conclusion of something here. And I think what you're really wanting here is a Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is security, legacy, building something here. This might have taken you quite some time here. So maybe you've been trying to figure out how to work with energies here in order to step forward. So this is the suggested advice here from Spirit. And like I said, if you're asking, you know, maybe you're not comfortable in this type of an energy, or you want to maintain more close to your own, you're really being asked to use your willpower here, because we are all energies is what I'm hearing. We are all energies, and no matter how spiritual we are, our spiritual being might still be impacted by ego and human tendencies here, in which we're needing to be very aware of. So there is a call here from Spirit to change things up here and pull from yourself. If you're not comfortable in this type of an energy, is kind of where you're needing to sit temporarily here in order for things to open up here, and shift in a way that they haven't before. And I do feel like this changes energetically something within yourself as well, that I think you're able to see that you haven't before within yourself, that gets reflected back to your environment, and vice versa. Your environment reflects something here back to yourself. And I feel like this allows there to be cohesive union, where there might have been conflict and resistance. I feel like there's a flow. We saw temperance, we're seeing the Two of Pentacles, we're seeing that infinity sign here with the strength. This is coming together here. Yeah, I feel like there's victory to be had here for sure. Okay, so this is what I see here. Guidance from Spirit. Very interesting pile number 1. If you're drawn to any other pile, there was a suggestion here from Spirit to see pile number 3 if you were pulled or called to do that. If not, don't forget to subscribe if you like this message, and leave a like, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my sweet, gorgeous pile number 2. You picked the cinnamon sticks here. Absolutely wonderful. Pile number 2. Let's get into your beautiful reading. I pre-shuffled the oracle cards. I've not looked at them. If you want to skip right ahead to your reading, you can certainly go do that, although we will pull these out and reveal them for the first time. Keep in mind, if you skipped ahead, you do want to come up with something you're going to see or hear that confirms this is indeed your pile. It will confirm your intuition. It's best to come up with that before you see your cards, so that you know that this is your reading. All right, we'll be taking a look at what sort of guidance is Spirit wanting to tell you. Spirit came through wanting to provide some sort of guidance, either in your current situation or something you're needing to hear right here, right now, that's going to help. So let's take a look at what this could be. We have the Shaman of Sorrows. We have the Hunter of Vision. Getting Sagittarius from this energy could be prominent in your chart. Also heard fortune cookie here, and surprising, that kind of looks like a little bit of a fortune cookie, so that's interesting. We have overthinking can spoil the magic. 00. And this is reminding me of a pendulum. Okay. Choose who you are becoming with 07. The number 7. Crossroads here. Put that there. Rise. 57. Or the number 12. The number 3. All right. Rise. We have focus on your home and love. Sun in Cancer. Number 4 with home. Beautiful sun. We have the law of power number 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. And we have this oracle card, watercolor. It looks like a pentacle here. What is that? Looks like kind of a birthday cake. Interesting. Where do we put this, Spirit? Right here? Okay. We have this nurse. And we have this, looks almost like a devil dog of sorts, coming from a cave. Huh. Some mountains. I don't know if that's a cat. Could be a cat. Okay, so we have the higher knowledge, number 36, or the number 9 with Jana Mudra, and it says meditation, concentration, and wisdom. I awaken to the divine wisdom of the universe with higher knowledge. We have 12, awakening. Interesting. This came out, not this card, but awakening came out in the mudra card for pile number 1. Archangel Gabriel. It says, look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. This is the hangman energy. Okay. We have notice the miracles. Feeling Christmas vibes or celebration vibes here. Birthday, Christmas. Okay. We have take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. We have courage, strength, fearlessness, and warrior. Okay. We have Hawthorn with balance and elemental kingdom. We have white, source, divinity, and enlightenment. And that looks like an Om. Okay. White. And we have first quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. Okay. Where do we put this, spirits? Let's put that here. And let's put this right over here. Don't know that you're going to see it all that much. Let me overlap these. Right there. All right, let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay. Sorry, my cats sound like they're arguing over there. Give me a second to pull this energy through. Confirmation here coming through kind of as a side note. You might be celebrating a birthday, have or are, or there is some sort of celebration here, an event or something like that that you might be attending here. For some of you guys, if that's resonating, could be your birthday or someone's birthday around you. But either which way, this message is more of a message outlining that around you energetically in the 3D, there might be things going on here that don't feel like they're aligning. They feel like they're not very pleasant here. I feel like it is a temporary energy though, and it could be something that's happening. Okay, yeah, it's coming through. So if there is like a wedding, an event, a birthday party, a celebration, a coming together, a reason why a coming together happens, and this could be in a family type situation here, I think things aren't going to go off without a hitch. I think there's going to be something happening here that is distasteful, or it's not exactly as planned, or it kind of throws a wrench in this. But Spirit's guidance is to don't allow this to ruin the broth sort of thing, and understand that things are kind of happening here for a greater purpose, that most things, almost all things are happening here for a greater reason, in which might not be seen in the moment here. And there's a need to not allow yourself to energetically get drained or overthink about this as meaning something worse than what it actually is in the long run here, because you could end up investing too much thought or energy into a situation that could be quite negative here and impact the positive aspect here of what's to come. So if something isn't going exactly as you intend, and I think it might be something a little bit unexpected here, or at least you're expecting something to unfold or go without a hitch, or there's an idea of something kind of working out, and then this might be something kind of all of a sudden or last minute, or like, okay, I wasn't expecting this, or something happening here that might need to be tended to. But once it's resolved or tended to, there's a need to shift away from this and not give it any more energy. If you're having a difficult time doing this, Spirit's wanting you to kind of have something in mind beforehand, okay, since you're hearing this reading here. So have something in mind beforehand that's going to allow you to shift your energy if you do get in the funk of putting too much thought into this event or this situation, or spiraling into it. Could be getting worse, or it could prevent something, or it could result in something worse, and then you could kind of start to snowball this as something worse than what it is here. So take whatever this is kind of as a blessing of something greater, something bigger, because there actually is something here bigger and better, and there's so a need to perceive it as something different. So I guess this is why this message is coming through. If you come up with an energy here that brings you high vibes, so it could be thinking of your friends, your family, something here that allows you to raise your vibration here of comfort, of confidence, of safety, of whatever this is, there's a need to, when this is happening, kind of put your vibration in that energy here, and this situation kind of morphs or transforms or pulls more towards the positive than it can spiral towards the negative. I think you're having to be like an alchemist here, kind of like this nurse, and take something that isn't working or that is an ill low vibe energy and turn it into something that is higher vibe, that could be celebrated, that isn't as scary, to get past it, to kind of get through. So yeah, you may have to have courage to face this as something that you're needing to see completely differently here. And I feel like once this is accomplished, I feel like there is a sense of empowerment here, and there is something that ends up still being able to be celebrated here, even more so because of how this unfolded. So you almost need to rise above the situation and be in charge, or be the one that can keep peace or bring health to a situation that could easily spiral into something else here, because it could go either which way is what I'm hearing here. Yeah, just like a pendulum could be a yes or a no here. Also with this looking like a crossroads, you can go this way or that way. You can fall into the overthinking and spoil this celebration or the situation or circumstance, or you could choose to acknowledge and allow yourself to focus on something here, because I feel like whatever this is, it could be something that could be, with the sorrow card here, it could be something that could be looked as something that is in a negative perspective. But if you are allowed to see past this, rise above it, allow yourself to not let it get to your mental health is what I'm hearing. Okay, then you can rise above it. I think it's mostly mental here, overthinking, higher knowledge. With the take care of yourself in this nurse, I feel like there's a need for you, and even this hangman, it's like how you're seeing the situation, how you're perceiving it, what sort of mind food, soul food you're bringing in is very important, because there's a need to stay enlightened and the need for you to know that you're kind of the source of what you're bringing into your body here, which will bring balance to a situation. And if it's unhealthy, you could tip things to not be balanced. I am being guided to pull the pendulum, which I have, so we'll do that at the end of this reading, and I have not done that in one of these readings, pile number 2, but I do feel it is being called to bring the pendulum. Let's pull some more tarot, because this is indeed a very unique reading here for pile number 2. So I want to ask Spirit for a sneaky peek here in regards to more information for pile number 2. What could this be about? What does pile number 2 need to know? What can you share with pile number 2 in regards to this guidance, this information? What more do they need to know? Clear and concise, right here, right now, for pile number 2, Spirit. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed. All right, we have the 10 of Wands. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the High Priestess. Spirit's wanting them all to be upright. What is this 10 of Wands here, Spirit? What's with this 10 of Wands? The Tower. Why is this 2 of Swords here in reverse? Which Spirit is saying no reversals here. Okay. Pretty interesting. Why is this 2 of Swords here, Spirit? 2 of Cups. The Lovers. 5 of Wands. And finally, this High Priestess here. We got the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like the situation is going to be something that happens quite unexpectedly, like I mentioned, right? You're not expecting it. You kind of have a plan, okay? Now, this does not necessarily have to be a celebration of sorts, but I think there's some event, some situation, some outing, some trip, something you might have been planning here, or at least there's a coming together. There's an event unfolding here, and I think there's an expectation of things going one way, and then all of a sudden something happens that's not on the agenda here, and I feel like there is a need to be very aware of how you react to a situation here with this 2 of Swords. So if we feed it in a way that's proper and bring the right amount of energy to engage here, and if there's other people involved specifically, then we kind of are able to manage a situation here. Yeah, and the fact that this 2 of Swords could speak of us ignoring a situation sometimes, and then having to deal with the consequence of how we reacted or didn't react, or how we chose to behave, or what we chose to do in a situation here. And if we choose to handle something here in a way that is balanced here, what the situation calls for, I think that's the best outcome. Because I think there could be conflict, especially I feel like, again, internal mental conflict. Having to choose here with the kind of crossroads sign here. Having to choose. Being very careful of how we choose. We might not want to decide either which way here. Balanced. This is a give and take in a balanced way here. And we're seeing it kind of crossed. So maybe you're not wanting to act, or at first blush it might be difficult to, or you might be burdened to, but there's a need to choose the proper thing to do, even though you might be conflicted here. Whatever you intuitively feel is kind of the right thing to do here. In order to keep things together, I feel, because things could fall apart in a way that I don't think you're wanting. I think you're wanting to bring things in again together as cohesive as you can, despite whatever's happened here. So I just feel like there is some sort of unexpected type event here that might try to throw a wrench in a situation here that is asking you to definitely remain calm. Trust your intuition and how you resolve something, how you mentally engage here is important, because if you're in an energy here that is thrown off, you might react in a way that you're not really adding health to the situation. Okay, so just be very cautious here about your reaction and how you respond to a situation. I have not seen a reading like this, so that's quite interesting. We're going to pull some more tarot, see if we could get just a little bit more here. Remember, you don't have to take this message if this doesn't sound like something that's for you. We will ask for the pendulum, so you might want to start thinking about a question here. Let's see what cards we have. All right, so Spirit, clear and concise message here. What is final clarity? How does pile number 2 know this is their message? Anything further pile 2 needs to know? Anything I've missed? What are they needing to hear in this message? Anything further? Thank you so much. All right, so we have the Father of Wands. We have the 3 of Pentacles. The 5 of Wands coming out again. The 2 of Swords coming out again. The 6 of Pentacles. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? The Devil. We were seeing Gemini in the last spread. Sun. And High Priestess. Yeah, and Pisces energy here. Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo, Capricorn. All right. Yeah, so this event, this whatever this is, okay? Because I think this is going to happen either which way. This thing is happening. And when I say things, like you already have this event or this sort of idea or this thing that's supposed to take place here, there's a need for you to act here. And I think that how you act or how you react to a situation here is really going to be the driver of how things unfold. 6 is a balance card, so it's how we're contributing here. This is also about our contribution, how we show up, how we work with others. So how are we engaging here in this situation here that requires our action, it requires our input? If we're held back because of fear, or we're held back because we're not sure how to choose, or something in our mind is keeping us held back from doing this when we're supposed to, because I feel there's something about timing, allowing it to be right here as well, not just ignoring it, not just getting in our head about it, and then something kind of gets blown out of proportion. There needs to be a recognition here if you might be getting into your own head, or acting out of a place of because we were seeing that 4 of Pentacles where we might be held back or restricted to act here because of a thought we might have. And I feel this causes a lot of conflict unnecessarily. So there has to be a choosing of sides here for the better. And I feel like for the better is intuitively, you already know, like there has to be an understanding here. Okay, there has to be shining of the light towards what the right thing feels to do here. And then you do it. So no being held back, no second guessing, no getting conflicted, no, because I feel like what happens is that starts a conflict here, and it could start a conflict with others. It could be that you don't end up then producing or investing or putting towards this situation or whatever it is, what is supposed to kind of unfold here, by either ignoring or pretending said situation is not happening, or feeding it in a negative way. And I think the message here from Spirit is more of what you don't do that could impact this, rather than you curtailing it or doing something here to stop something and then move on. Not feed it, fuel it by allowing it to remain. So if there's something that happens kind of more suddenly, or it's something that's happening here that you're not expecting, you can't close your eyes and pretend it doesn't exist, or hope it goes away in order to keep peace, or in order to hope that someone else resolves it, or something like this. You're being called to action. You're being called to allow yourself to see the situation for what it is, even if you feel like it may be requiring you to step outside of something here, then that's what's required of you. All right, so I do feel called to do one more guidance here from Spirit, and then we'll pull the pendulum. So final words here, Spirit. Final guidance for pile number 2. What's the final guidance here? Justice. 4 of Swords. And Strength. So we were seeing a lot of 2s there with the 2 of Swords, which is about balance. The dark and light here with Justice, about balance. And the 4 of Swords, which is a balance card as well. We're seeing the 4 of Pentacles, which is balance. 6 of Pentacles, balance. So I feel like you're being really called to be the one to bring the justice, bring the balance. And by not acting, I think it tips the scales in a way that doesn't bring about balance and doesn't resolve in something turning out in a way that it's kind of supposed to. So it might take some courage here. I don't know why, but we were seeing the Devil, so maybe you're used to engaging in a certain way, or something has you held back, or you feel like you might not be able to act, but there's a need to remember your courage, a need to step into your power here and face any fear you may have in acting and moving forward here. So you could take this as having time. I mean, I don't know what this is really about, because it could be something different for you guys. Otherwise, I'm sure it would come up here, but there's a need to maybe reflect, and maybe intuitively you guys have an idea of the event or of whatever this thing is, but I feel like there's a need to really reflect here. And I heard like your values or what's important, and remember what's important. Yeah, and remember I said to shift your energy here to something that allows you to change a situation. So I feel like, was it this reading? Seems so far away. Yeah, there's a need for you to get into almost like a meditative state of what's important here, because you've done the homework or the feeling, or there's something here about being true in your action, and not once it's time to act, or once it's time that you have to act, it's then you're thinking about it, then your reaction is more reactionary than it is proactive. There's a need to be proactive here. Definitely a need to be proactive in your actions, and this will allow things to be just and bring balance to whatever this situation is, so things don't spiral in a way that I don't think you're wanting. Okay, I don't know what this is, but that's all the information I really have. So we're going to pull the pendulum here, come up with, I'm going to move these cards, but come up with a yes or no question. Okay, so your question needs to be answered in a yes or no. And we'll see what Spirit wants to answer here. Let's move these so you can see the pendulum. Yes or no. Feel free to pause your video so you can come up with your question. And the simpler the better. We'll answer it with a yes or no. And you can ask your question right now. Okay, so the answer is no right now. Keep in mind, energy does change, so the no could be a yes, depending on energy and how it shifts, but it is a no for your question. Beautiful pile number 2. If this is where you drop off, thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you guys the very, very best. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Leave a like, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous. Pile number 3, you picked the bottled scroll. Very, very mysterious here. I love it. Let's take a look at pile number 3. We have a message here from Spirit. Spirit wanting me to do guidance from Spirit in regards to what you have going on. So it could be a specific situation or just guidance in general with a message here that Spirit wanted to deliver. So how will you know this is your pile? Please use your intuition to come up with something you're going to see or hear in this pile that can confirm indeed this is your pile, or just use your intuition to know whether this is something that is resonating. It could be possible that no piles resonate, and that's absolutely fine. Do not try to make it fit. Now you could skip ahead to the reading, although I have not looked at these, and we will flip them together here. You can jump ahead. The timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment, and it will take you directly to your reading. All right, so we have the Spirit of Love. Beautiful. The Feather. We have Ancestor of Knowing. The Owl. And what is that? That's the horn of a buck, or like a antler. Okay. Celebrate your wins with 49, or the number 13. Celebrate your wins. Fierce Serenity, number 8. The Lion. Oh, and this is a rooster. I didn't notice. Looks like origami. I didn't even know this. Has a lot of origami looking like cubist type art. So origami might be important here. Paper art. Maybe you're an artist. Okay, we have Moon in Pisces with 24, or the number 6 with Wonder. Follow your dreams. We have from the Laws of Power, never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Oh, that's an interesting one. Another one, and it says, Law 33, discover each man's thumb screw. So you got law number 2 and law number 33. Okay. We have this person opening a door here with a key, putting a key in a keyhole and a doorknob, opening a door. We have someone walking with a child in a snowsuit, it appears. And beautiful big sun here in the field. Okay. We have grounding, number 8, with Bhu Mudra, and Bhu Mudra says, reduce stress and blood pressure, activates root chakra. Grounded to the earth, I receive support and abundance. Grounding. We have the 10 of Air, which is the 10 of Swords, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better. Recovery from an addiction. And we have the King of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, and the Midas touch. You guys might be coming here from pile number 1. Pile number 1 was being called to come over here. I don't know if you are called for pile number 1, but if you were drawn, you might want to go check that out after. Only if you were called to that, of course. We have here, shine some light on it. Shine some light on it. Right beside the big, beautiful, bright sun. And we have black out the media. Okay. Shine some light, black out the media. We have Spirit Guides, insight, guidance, and purpose with the eagle. I am feeling like moving these a little up here. All right, we have last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. We have Lady's Mantle, Mother, Healing, and Alchemy. And finally, we have Unicorn, Innocence, Trust, and Honesty. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Pile number 3. Big message. Okay. Let me just drink my water here before I get into your reading. Make sure these all stay kind of where you can see. All right, let me make sure I'm in frame. I think it's good enough here. Okay, just give me a second. All right, pile number 3. What is this about? I think there's something here you're not wanting to see. Or haven't seen. I don't know if it's a desire of want or allowing yourself to see it clearly for what it is. I think you're engaging in something here that is keeping you maybe busy, keeping you more tied. I think you're putting in your energy here in fostering something that might not result in something so positive for you in the long term. So this could be choosing the wrong people to hang out with, invest in, activities here that might distract you, or I feel like there is something in your subconscious here that needs to be looked at clearly without fear. Because I think you're being gifted something here that's really beautiful here. And I think the universe has been calling you to see this for what it is. I feel like you're being called to move forward here and trust what this gift is. I feel like there's something here also about this gift being bestowed upon you that is going to allow you to flourish or move through phases of what you're going through here a little bit easier. You might have environments that isn't super supportive of your growth. I think there's something here that spiritually calls to you. You're connected energetically here. But I think it's just a thought, or you just kind of keep it at a distance here. And maybe you don't feel as though it could become such a reality, or it's not time, or it is not yet needing full exposure here. There's a need to really take a look at your subconscious here, because for whatever reason I feel like you're in an energy of engaging with things that might need to come to an end here in order to allow there to be this gift that supports you in this sort of new reveal of something here. I think it's giving you a purpose. It's opening a door here for you to pull some sort of next phase of great achievement. I feel like you know this though. So maybe the question here is, why am I not feeling ready or prepared? Or why does this seem like a distant thing? I feel like you are constantly being reminded or pulled here towards this. Okay, so there's something here in your situation that isn't ideal. And for some of you guys, you might be wanting to iron out this thing or deal with, or something to do with something that is challenging. And then there's something here that you dream of, or that's like ready for your taking, or that you know is kind of where you might want to be guided, or at least there's some sort of attachment energetically to something better. So you're needing to really take a look at the shit part of what you're dealing with here, because I think what that is, there's an attachment here to this that you might, like I said, it could be, you know, a friend group here, that friend group that's limiting or restricted, or that every time we're around this energy or that type of an energy, we end up going backwards in instead of forwards in what we want for ourselves. There's a need for you to really look within and see, where is your, with the thumb screw here, discover each man's thumb screw. It's like, what is your sort of downfall here? What is the weakness here in this situation that's resulting over and over, or just keeping you in a situation here that isn't allowing you to walk through that door? Do you feel like you I feel like for a lot of you guys, there is some sort of child wounding here, okay? Something you need to heal. You really need to go within and ask yourself why you are partaking or allowing yourself to be exposed to something here that I don't think feels very good. There's a need to be very honest, see this for what it is, and then turn this in such a way that you don't keep two things separate, is what I'm seeing. So something about what's behind that door, something about what's coming in as a blessing here, something about, there's this joy here. I think you have your eye on it energetically. There's a need to allow this in order for there to be illumination on whatever's going on here, to allow that out. So yeah, like I feel like there needs to be a different way of dealing with this, because I feel like whatever you allow in, because I do feel it is a positive energy, and it does allow you to really let in this sort of a light energy of healing, enlightenment, of seeing. So when you open yourself up to this, instead of keeping it kind of separate or blocked, I feel like this will allow you to progress through the challenge, whatever this challenge is for you. Because I think you've been trying to keep it separate for some reason. I think it gives you the type of energy here in order to have a standing chance in facing what you're supposed to be facing, addressing what you're supposed to addressing, then putting an end to anything here that is not serving you, like addiction or like friend groups that are keeping us in situations that might not be ideal, or certain situations that are holding us back, not allowing us to build our stability or move towards something. So it seems like we're kind of held back or restricted. And we could subconsciously be choosing this because of something we're needing to get honest about and looking with the mother healing here, and, you know, this child here being protected. I feel like you were really going to be able to stay committed to accomplishing something here only when you allow yourself to not block out or keep whatever this challenge is separate from your goal or your desire or what it is that you're, because I do feel like you might be intuitively pulled towards something here that you're seeing as a fantasy dream or future thing that you want to unfold for yourself here. I feel there is a knowing, a connection here of sorts, and Spirit's really wanting you to highlight this in your now situation, because I feel like you might feel not ready, or you might be dealing with something here that is challenging and struggling that needs to kind of come to an end. And in order for you to have courage to put something here to an end, I feel like there's a need to get grounded and recognize where you might be subconsciously sabotaging or engaging in something that isn't necessarily helping. So it's like you have to trust. What you're letting in isn't going to get spoiled, or what you're letting in is going to help this. Like, I feel like is almost like not wanting to accept the help being offered here, because I don't think like what this is something waving a flag that it is help and that it needs to come in to help you. I feel like this is something that you idolize, or some sort of energy here that feels really good for you, but then you're still sitting in some energy here that isn't allowing you to choose or move forward here. So it's almost like you have to allow yourself, maybe not necessarily move forward, but be open to what this is in order for it to come in and kind of merge. I think there's a merging needing to happen here in order for you to deal with a situation not on your own, although maybe on your own, but energetically not on your own, because I feel like you're being protected and guided here, and there's a light that needs to be shed here that energetically will provide you with insight and purpose and guidance, and more of a an idea of what is needing to come to an end, and then it gives you forward momentum here towards your victory, towards what you're needing to heal. Let's take a look at the tarot and what this is about. Pile number 3. We have the Knight of Cups. Spirit, for pile number 3, what is this about? Can we get a peek as to what this is about? Anything further? We have the Page of Wands. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Hierophant. Spirit doesn't want any reversals here, so we'll get clarifiers here. What is the Knight of Cups here about? What is the Knight of Cups here about? Three of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? The Three of Swords. Why is this Four of Cups here? Temperance. And then finally, why is the Hierophant here? Death. Wow. This is the same energy coming out in the tarot. Quite powerful. So, something here you definitely desire, okay? It speaks to your heart. You could be dreaming about it. You could be planning a future. You could be wanting to open your heart, moving towards it. Something you're imagining here. Something creative, something with love here. Cups are all about love, okay? Something we could definitely love and feel really connected to here. I feel like you've been trying to keep this as a thing for your future, or like as a dream, as a possibility, as something you'd wait for in order to align things for your future. But Spirit is saying to allow yourself to move forward here, and be optimistic about this coming into awareness, whatever this desire, fantasy, love thingy you've got going on here, career pursuit, something that's speaking to you, by allowing yourself to be open here and communicating your desire here for this. Okay, so it's now becoming more of a manifestation of an awareness here, because it's no longer a dream. We're now communicating, we're now aware of this opportunity as something we want, despite how we're feeling, because some of us might be feeling, like I said, in a situation that is challenging with this Ten of Swords that needs to kind of maybe come to an end here, but it's continuously keeping us in a Three of Swords. Three of Swords is not a good feeling, so we push away, or we say we're not ready, or we don't engage here in moving towards what our desire here is, because we're in a energy here of experiencing pain, loss, sadness, something here we're experiencing in our environment here, okay? And Spirit really wants you to bring in, with the Temperance here, bring in this positive light energy, bring in that desire thing. There's no need to make it wait. There's no need to put it off on the back burner here. Again, just opening that door to the possibility. And usually this starts with the communication here with the Page of Wands. Okay, we'll bring in this other balance. And I feel like this balance is what's needed here to transform a situation. I mean, you have the Hierophant and the Death card. Like, this is some powerful stuff. This is putting an end to something here that no longer sustainable, but needs to be changed and transformed in your life. It needs to come to an end. So either it was something that was unhealthy, it was around you, it was causing more damage than good here. And I feel like it could certainly have something to do with the Hierophant here. This is all about our lifestyle, what we're committing ourselves to. So we could be committing ourselves here subconsciously to something that we've been for a long time that might not be serving our greatest purpose and causing a lot of pain and despondent energies and shutting out positive things here. There's a need to allow the positivity to come in. Positive situations, positive people, positive energy, whatever visions, dreams we're having here of the better future. It's almost like we need to be receptive and allow it to come in, because I feel like subconsciously you're shutting it out. And I do feel like there needs to be a communication here that begins this thing, okay? And maybe it takes a snowball effect here once you talk about or communicate about this. Then I think more will come and you'll get enlightened. You'll know more, I think, about what this is. Yeah, you'll know more about what this is, and I think you could build on it, because right now it's completely shut out, so you can't really build on it. Nothing really transforms. It's kind of two separate things. So you need to merge it together, despite you maybe feeling like they're two separate things here. Okay, hang on. Let me pull some more, but I am going to get some water because my throat chakra is getting scratchy. Interesting, when my throat chakra gets impacted, it's usually something needing to definitely be communicated here. And we were seeing the Page, which is all about communication. So there might be something here you're not communicating that will allow there to be light shed around something I think you want. All right. And something definitely needs to come to an end here. That might be appearing as though it's something that is, because we saw the Hierophant, so it could be a tradition of value or something that's really not helping now. It's not helping now. It might need to be transformed. It might be something we're living by that we're needing to now utilize what we know, or at least utilize something differently now in order to allow there to be a transformation. There's something here with the Discover Each Man's thumb screw. I feel like there's something here about what you're experiencing specifically in this situation that is deep rooted and something needing to be addressed that I think you know, you just haven't really allowed yourself to explore this. Okay, let's pull some more here. Spirit, more guidance. We have the Two of Cups. Can we get a little bit more information? Pile number 3, what is this about? Can we get a little more specific here? I'm not sure what this is about. More specific. How will pile 3 know this is guidance for them? Anything more they can know about this, please and thank you so much. Spirits, I am so blessed. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. So, 2 of Cups, Mother of Wands, that is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. The Page of Cups, the Hierophant coming out yet again. Page, all about communication. Tower, and the Chariots. So, I keep getting love here. 2 of Cups is definitely love. We saw love here, okay? I feel like there's a deep love here, but I feel like the 2 Cups showing this kind of a balanced thing, that allowing the light to come in with something here. I'm hearing true self. So there's like, there's something you're experiencing here with this Hierophant in your day in, day out. And maybe it's not too pleasant, and maybe it's something that's needing to change, and it's something here that is resulting in pain, and it's not going away. It's not going away, or at least the pain's not going away. So there needs to be an ability to open the door to allowing the light to come in here, to saying yes to whatever situation here that you're needing to be receptive to coming in, bringing it towards you. Maybe energetically you feel drained, or like you're not able to pursue or chase or go outside of yourself, because I feel like you're dealing with something here. So there's a need to bring in, but in order to bring in, we need to be receptive. Okay, and I feel like what this is going to do, I feel like this tower is a positive tower. Like this is going to change everything here. Okay, it's going to allow things to fall that are no longer serving you with the Death card. This is getting rid of everything that is not true, not working in a situation here, in order to allow things to shift in a positive way, to start anew here in towards what's actually right in the name of love, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so there needs to be a movement here of yourself progressing in integrating your shadow side here, but allow yourself to move forward once you open that door and are receptive to things shifting. Then you can move forward. And I feel like whatever this shadow thing is that you're experiencing here, you can now integrate it into who you are as an individual, the parts of it that don't fall away, or the parts that could transform now into something you're able to carry forward and be balanced and moving forward towards a dream. Because I feel like there is a dream you're shutting out, a person you're shutting out, a situation, a job, a creative pursuit, something here you're like waiting or putting aside or pretending like it's something for the future here. Allow it to come in. Allow the dark to mesh with the light. Organically, whatever isn't working in your life right now, I feel it falls away. But I feel there's a resistance or a block right now in your energy here, which could be stemming from, like I said, a childhood thing here in which you're subconsciously resisting or putting up a block barrier here. I feel like there needs to be a trust in this going well, because I feel like you don't want to... I feel like part of you might think that whatever this thing is you let in here, that the bad would eat it up in some sort of way. So there's a need to trust, okay? There's a need to trust and allow the universe to work its ways, because I feel like this will bring grounding definitely to how you're able to deal with the situation right now. But I feel like you need, the King of Earth is the most grounded king here, okay? The grounded king is very secure, very abundant, very stable, and he also doesn't move. So there's something about bringing to you grounding, King of Earth. You're not having to outwardly do something here that maybe you feel like you have to outwardly do. There's no outward action. There's just shining a light on something here. Acknowledging something, communicating something, reveal the light here. Okay, guidance, purpose, insight, reveal what needs to be seen. Blacking up the media is kind of like you pretending here, I feel, or not seeing something here that I feel that you're intuitively knowing. And it's that exciting thing again. It's like, hey, I'm going to deal with this once I deal with whatever I'm dealing with here. But I feel like you're sacrificing or sabotaging something here that is meant for you. Okay, let's get final words here. What's going to help pile number 3? Was that clear? What am I missing? I don't know that this makes a whole lot of sense here for pile number 3. What do they need to hear, Spirit? What is the guidance? Can we get some more final words for pile number 3? Thank you so much, Spirits. Temperance, again, that's allowing the light and the dark energies here to temper situation in order for you to pull through. 2 of Pentacles, back and forth, back and forth. But see, in this 2 of Pentacles, you have this sort of an infinity sign. The Temperance is the 2 blending it together, 2 things kind of coming together here. Your dark and your light. No need to keep your dark shadow self away from something here that you're wanting. 5 of Pentacles, yeah, out in the cold. 2 of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. And here we have the Hierophant coming out yet again with the Queen of Wands coming out again. So, 2 and 2 here. About balance here. Temperance is also about balance and healing. Okay, so I see like there's something here that you're needing to merge here, and I feel the merging here is allowing yourself to have good things coming to you. You might feel like you don't deserve these good things. I feel like you feel out in the cold, and it's kind of a vicious circle. It's like if you experience some loss or feel out in the cold or not worthy or deserving, then you block out the good or say this is for later, or I can't invite this towards me. Energetically, there's a need to allow things to come to you. Okay, so I feel like just with this 2 of Swords, this is just making the active decision, I feel here, and communicating. Swords all about communicating what you want here. Okay, I don't feel like you're really needing to act so much. In fact, the Knight of Pentacles barely moves here. This is a very slow moving energy, but I feel like it is very dedicated, and it's all about results and all about seeing results over time. So I feel like something's wanting to bring in results over time. But if we sit idle here and we're not allowing ourselves to alchemize our shadow and our lights here, side of self here, then we cannot fully allow ourselves to heal and get out of a state that I don't think we feel very good in. So I think this involves your day in, day out. Could be a belief here that you have of yourself, or something here that you're committing yourself to that has your attention, that you're involving yourself with here. But there's certainly a need to bring in towards you the abundance you want here. And I feel like this also brings in protection for you. Like, look at this: innocence, trust, honesty, healing, mother. Like, this is a mother, okay, a mother snake here, like coiled up, protecting her eggs. And look, this is kind of like a parental figure. I feel like there's something really healing about allowing your passion or your dream or this thing that's wanting to come in towards you. And now I'm thinking you might have locked it out. I think you locked it out. You're securing it away rather than allowing it to come in for some reason. And maybe subconsciously you're thinking you're not deserving of this, but I feel like this is where the enlightenment happens. This is where the light shines on allowing you to put aside anything not working here that needs to go away, right? Things that might be appearing as friend or part of our Hierophant structure here that might no longer be helping us. And it might have at one point served a purpose here, but it's now become an enemy of ours. And it's kind of a downfall here of what's happening in the situation with you rather than allowing yourself to shine the light on the situation here. Okay, so I do feel like you know what this is about. If this isn't sounding like you're reading, then you could be elsewhere, but I feel like if you're here this far, then this is something that's definitely resonating for you. And the fact that we see the lion here is all about strength and facing that courage. Okay, so maybe we don't want to let in this energy to see us in a sort of a Five of Pentacles and in a state where we're having to deal with our weakness. Could be with our pride, could be your ego getting in the way of this, okay? But there's a need for you to kind of be very proud for how far you have come, okay? With this rooster too, I feel like this is the universe saying wake up to what you're actually here to achieve, with celebrate your wins. Like there's something here to be celebrated, something here to be conquered, something here to be coming into your life and your awareness here. But I feel like you've blocked it out or not allowing yourself to get to it just yet. Okay, so, and I'm just kind of repeating myself, but I hope this energy reading made sense for you guys. Beautiful pile number 3. If you're drawn to 1, you might want to go check that out, because 1 was certainly called for 3 here in that reading, although they are very, very different, I think. But I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I'll see you soon. Bye.